Cowboy Bebop has style. It has an iconic intro, unique future space cowboy setting, consistently impressive hand-drawn animation, and jazzy music that always kicks in at the right moments. On its surface, the anime is about 4-5 bounty hunters who travel around space and to different planets to make some cash by capturing wanted criminals. It's always interesting to see a new planet. Each has a different atmosphere, culture, and history. Fights take place on both land and in space, and they always go all out. The real story stems from its characters, each with their own to tell and are vastly different, and yet have some similarities with each other. Pieces of the story are brought out by random encounters with old friends, acquaintances, and relics of the past. With so much of the story riding on the shoulders of its characters, the characters better be good. And they just happen to be one of the best parts of the show. You can tell they're good by just one look at a poster. Every character looks like they have so much, well, character. Each has an interesting and mysterious backstory that they don't really talk about. And in this way, the show emphasizes the importance of show don't tell. And when they do tell, it's powerful.
この目を見ろ。事故でなくして片っぽは作り物だ。その時から俺は片方の目で過去を見て、もう一方で今を見てた。
They're all fleshed out. Even Faye, who at first was just annoying fan service, eventually becomes one of the most important pieces to the show's message. And Ed, who mostly just did this, later had her brilliant spotlight.
そうなんだよ。俺は世界の秘密があったんだよ。
You get to see many sides to these characters and become attached before you know it, even to the dog. The gang doesn't always get along, but they still stick with each other, using their mutual goal of bounty hunting as an excuse, and their internal struggles cause them to rely on each other more than they let on. At several points, each of these characters goes off on their own to confront their past, but they always find themselves returning back to the ship, more miserable than when they left. When it comes to their past, some have an easier time letting go, others are met with dead ends and emptiness, and others reach too far. After realizing this, it becomes evident that bounty hunting is not the point of the show. It's more like something to give the group a purpose, something that many of them lack. In fact, they usually let go of their bounties out of respect and an honor, and they do it without saying a single word. And it's moments like these that really hit. Despite its influence, creativity, and style, I have a big issue with Cowboy Bebop, and that's focus. All the important pieces are scattered in only a few of the 26 episodes, and the rest of the episodes not only feel pointless, but most of them are extremely boring and have unsatisfying endings. And some of the episodes just flat out suck. When there are only a few number of episodes in total, it's expected that the plot is tightly woven and constantly in motion. But instead, the 26 episodes almost make the show feel too long. I've often found it difficult to finish an episode or to start a new one because of this. Not all the episodes need to develop the plot and message, but they should still offer something, whether it's a closer connection with the character or even just an exciting and fun time. Going into the ending, there isn't much of a lead up, and it almost feels like it could have happened at any point in the show. And for a lot of the last two episodes, I was not immersed. I didn't feel the weight in much that occurred, such as Julia dying and the confrontation with the Syndicate, mostly because we don't know much about these two and haven't been exposed to them long enough. These events only felt significant because I figured they were supposed to be. But then it gets good again when Spike kicks a grenade and beats Sephiroth to a pulp. Spike's death is upsetting, but it also feels inevitable and complements the overall message of the show about letting go of the past. So, did I enjoy this anime? Should you, if you haven't already and have just been spoiled of many things by watching this video, watch Cowboy Bebop? My answer to the first is not really, but the second is a yes. The show was old and extremely impressive for its time, and it's still one of the most stylish anime I've ever seen, which is why if you're a fan of anime, you might appreciate this one. But compared to more modern hits, Cowboy Bebop falls short in my opinion. Still, it's a classic for a reason, and I know there are a lot of fans of it who see my complaints and are like, oh! So just give it a shot, because though not all the episodes are memorable, the characters are unforgettable.